for coming out. I hope you like this song. When I see the sunrise in the morning, when I feel the wind blow across my face, when I hear the sound of children playing, I know it's all part of God's amazing grace. And I believe there's a place called heaven. And I believe in a place called Calvary. I believe in a man whose name is Jesus. And I believe that He gave His life for me. I was there the day my mama went to heaven. I held her hand as she closed her eyes to sleep, and I felt the power of 10,000 angels take her soul away to be crowned at Jesus' feet. And I believe there's a place called heaven. And I believe in a place called Calvary. And I believe in a man whose name is Jesus. I believe that He gave His life for me. And I believe that He gave His life for me. Oh, I believe that. Amen. Amen. I believe that as well as I believe I'm standing on this stage tonight. Amen.
Amen.
Or else I wouldn't be here tonight. I'll tell you real quickly just a little bit about who I am. I'll get back into some more singing. And Howie. Y'all love Howie? Yeah. How do you not love Howie?
No.
I love Howie. He feeds me Jimbos. No, I love him because he has an awesome dog, Ginger. Y'all ever met Ginger? You need to bring Ginger down sometime. No, I love Howie just because I love Howie. Great man, and his wife Karen, recovering from knee surgery. And I appreciate you having me in your home today, brother, and helping work this out so that I could be here tonight. Thank you to Kolas. Am I saying it right? Kolas Bookstore. What a fantastic place this is. You know what this reminds me of? Have y'all seen the movie You've Got Mail? Well, don't ever let Walmart come in here and shut you down or anything. I love this store. This is great. I love mom and pop type businesses anyway. I went in Walmart today over in Lansing. Yeah. And I made it here anyway. I I thought I had slept an extra 2 weeks this morning, last night, and it was Black Friday or something. I mean, there were people everywhere. Every register was lined up 20 people deep. I had 2 packs of these Fisherman's Friends. These are the best throat lozenges in the world, by the way. And some other cold medicine. I'm like, I just want to go to the self-checkout line and get out of here in 5 minutes. And it was 20 people deep too. So there you go. But I made it anyway. But I love mom and pop establishments like this. There's nothing like them. And I hope that this one, how long has it been here?
1950? What is that?
1950.
Not here. Not here.
But a local establishment. Aren't y'all folks proud of that? Aren't you thankful for that? And I especially love and applaud any business that supports the gospel. And yeah, this one does. Just look around. And it welcomes in this type of music as well. And it's great to be with you folks tonight. I do come from, I discovered America in 1976 in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. That's a long way from here. I know I talk funny. You folks talk funny too. But we all serve the same Lord. Amen.
Amen.
And I've got a beautiful wife. She's a school teacher. She's taught 6th grade now she's in year number 21. Yes, she has the patience in the home. I could not do that. In fact, when I've got a few days home with quote-unquote time to kill, and I want to get her on her best behavior. Yeah, right. I threatened to come up to the school and substitute and make her think I'm dead serious, and I absolutely scare her to death. She said, no, you'll be in prison within the first hour and you'll have me fired too. And that's probably the truth, but she does. She loves. She's got a heart for kids, and we've got 3. God blessed us with 3. They're still my babies. They're grown, but 18 and will be 16 in, let's see, 10 more days. 15. Gosh, don't rush it. Don't rush it. We'll be 15. My insurance will go up either way. But she gets a driver's permit in Alabama at 15. And so she'll be 15 in 10 more days. And then my little boy, he's 13. And my oldest, she came here, blonde hair, blue eyes, and just wrapped me around that finger real quick. I discovered a love like I had never experienced in my life. I fell in love with her mother the summer before our 7th grade of school. That's the truth. I moved to a new school and met her, or saw her going across the lawn there at one of my sister's friends. And lo and behold, she was in my class when school started. I said, thank you, Lord. And being the smart little guy that I was, I wrote yes or no, and she chose yes, and I made her my girlfriend that year.
In 7th grade?
In 7th grade, yes.
Smooth operator.
But wait. Being the dumb little lad that I was, I dropped her later that year for one of her best friends.
Ooh.
But I got her back.
Yeah.
I got her back in 9th grade, and she dropped me for one of my best friends. That is a true story. That is the truth with my hand raised. And man, blood, sweat, and tears I fought for 2.5 years, and I finally got her back in our senior year of high school, and we've been together ever since. We married shortly after college, and God blessed us with our children. And my oldest she's a basketball player. She's on scholarship at the University of West Alabama. That's a D2 school, about an hour and a half from our house. So thankful that the Lord has blessed her to fulfill her dreams of playing college ball. She came here dribbling a basketball, I think, which she just has always loved it. And yeah, nobody even cares about basketball where I live, so I don't know where she got it. It's totally different than up here. Down there, it's all football. Second rate to football is baseball. Way down at the bottom of the totem pole is basketball. And we don't even know what a soccer or a volleyball is. But anyway, she loves basketball, and God helped her meet her dreams of playing college ball. And then my Ellie, she's my little girly girl that my wife thought we were getting when we found out we were having our first girl. And she's Miss Frou Frou, and she's Miss Social Butterfly, and all the above. And But she's also the perfectionist of my 3 kids. She's the most responsible. She dots every I, crosses all her T's. Her goal is to be valedictorian of her graduating high school class. I think that's a pretty cool goal.
Yeah, man.
Taken after her dad, obviously. Not. Then, and so that's Ellie. If they go to the beach with their aunt or whatever, Ellie, watch out for your brother, little brother, and watch out for your big sister. That's the way it is. They're just by the seat of their pants flying loose. But Ellie is Miss Responsible. And there's my son, Will. Well, Will is different. Boys are different to raise. Amen? From the time he was born until now, you can't take your eye off of him. You can't turn your back on him. You can't do anything. No, he's a great kid, but he's just all boy. And to tell you how deep and how thoughtful and all the above that he is, his goal in life is to find Bigfoot. True story.
Found him.
Find Bigfoot. That's my boy. That's my son in whom I am well pleased. No, but he's a good kid.
How old is he?
He is 13. I have 3 teenagers. That's what happened to my hair, folks. No, I was in the banking business for 15 years before I started singing for a living. And that's what happened to my hair. I think that's probably true. But yeah, let's see now, about 7 years ago, I was unhappy at the job situation I was in, and I had changed jobs a time or two, and it just got back into the same rut. So I began to pray, Lord, if it's your will, I'd just like a fresh start. I was the first person in my family to graduate college. I've got a finance degree from Alabama, and that's just for a while there what I thought God had in mind for me was to work at the bank all week long and then sing on the weekends. I had my own group and that sort of thing, and we traveled around a little bit, but stayed mostly close to home. But he opened a door that I just never even saw coming. Growing up, my 2 favorite groups in gospel music were always the Cathedrals and the Kingsmen. And of course the Cathedrals aren't singing anymore. A lot of branches, different groups that came out of that group are, obviously. But the Kingsmen have been around since 1956 out of Asheville, North Carolina, and they're still on the road today. And I had an opportunity to go and sing lead for those guys for almost 7 years. And it was just, I guess, one of the biggest blessings in my life. Thank you. It allowed me to go places and meet people that I could have never dreamed of, and opened doors for me to meet people just like Howard. I wouldn't be here with you folks tonight if it weren't for that opportunity. So I'm thankful for it. But about a year ago now, I just come to realize I was not meant to be away from home about 250 days a year. That's what full-time quartet traveling meant for me. I was gone from home about 250 days a year. And man, I just got to where I couldn't handle that. So I again began to pray, Lord, if it's your will, and if you can, I want to sing gospel music, and I want to honor this calling that you've put in my heart, and that I've surrendered to years ago. But if I can do that and be home more, I sure would appreciate it. And after a long time of praying about that and talking with my wife, we got a peace about that. So here I am tonight, and God is blessed. I came off the road with those guys back in June and booked over 100 dates for this year alone. I already booked up into next year, and going to do some more quartet singing next year, but not near at that pace. So all praise, all honor, all glory is my God's tonight. Amen?
Amen.
He is so good. And by the way, I stand before you tonight one blessed human being.
Amen.
Not for wealth, not for riches, not for stuff, but I have a Christian mom and dad. Amen?
Amen.
They carried me to church. They didn't send me to church. They didn't put me on a bus or with relatives or anybody. They carried me to church each and every time the doors were open. But we were going to be there. I knew Sunday morning, Sunday night, midweek service, the first full week of June every summer. That was revival. And they didn't plan vacation that week because it was revival. And I'm thankful that they had me there in 1984, because I walked down an altar and walked down an aisle and knelt at an altar and asked Jesus Christ to come into my heart. And I'd love to tell you folks I've been perfect ever since I was 9 years old, but that'd be a big lie. But He's never left me and He's never forsaken me. And my wife is saved, and all 3 children are saved. And like Howie and I were talking this evening, it'd be all right for me tonight if God just comes back. Amen.
Amen.
I don't. I hear people talk about I'm homesick and ready to go home. I'm not ready to go anywhere just yet. Okay. I drive careful when I leave out of here. I got a wife and 3 kids to get back home to. And I certainly don't want any of them to leave me, but we just pray for God's blessing and His a hedge of angels to be placed around our family, and then we have to accept His will. Amen.
Amen.
And but who knows what's in store for any of us? But I tell you, in my heart of hearts, it'd be all right tonight if Jesus just came on back, and I believe He could. By the way, I do. I really do. I believe it could be any moment. But I'll tell you a little bit more as I go on here. What's some of you folks' favorite songs?
In the garden.
In the garden. Oh, I just happen to have this one where I just looked at it. I'll kick this one off just for you. Hard to beat these times. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And He was with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet that the birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gives to me within my heart is ringing. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.